So, good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. I would like to acknowledge first off that I am, yes, 3 minutes late this morning. Honestly, I'm lucky I got here at all. Boy, did I have trouble waking up today. Usually it's like morning is my happy time. I can't wait to get out of bed, but today, not so much. Good morning, my dear Opa. You are my sunshine. It's funny. I woke up so many times during the night hurting and thinking, you don't get to complain. You are not going through what Opa's going through right now. I hope you're doing better today. I know you had an emergency doctor visit. So keep us posted. Opa is here every morning. I mean, just she's my reason for waking up sometimes. It's like Opa's gonna be waiting. I gotta get going. Yeah. So I'm thinking about you. And that brings up a good point. You know what? I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. It's not that. It's just that I have this issue right now with my hip, my upper leg, my knee, my bottom of my leg, my foot, blah, 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 like that, which is a big deal for a tennis player. And I was hurting. I got up in the middle of the night, like I don't know, 2, 3 this morning, and I massaged CBD oil into my knee and my leg, like massaged it in, not just put it on. And I slept through the rest of the morning, but boy, I sure didn't want to wake up this morning. Felt so good to sleep without pain for a change. Yeah, massage therapy, that's what I need. Anyway, so I for a little bit at least, I was feeling like you don't get to complain. You don't get to say, your knee hurts or your head hurts or your hand hurts. You don't have it nearly as bad as a million other people. And then I remembered what a very wise woman said to me years ago. My hangnail hurts me more than your broken leg hurts me. Think about that one. We're all like that. We can't help it. What's hurting us hurts us more than what's hurting you hurts us. Do you get that? It's some of you are going to argue and say, oh, no, when someone I love is in pain, it hurts me. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt you. What I'm saying is that my hangnail hurts me more than your broken leg hurts me. I can't feel it. I can feel sorry for you. I can feel sympathy. I can feel empathy. I can't feel your pain. Not actually. That's all. That's all I want to say about it. Bye-bye. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Stephen. Oh, looks like we got the gang coming in today. Woo-ha! Bam. Okay, Opa, this is good. Before you can heal, you got to cut the ties, right? So this is all going to work out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's happening. I think I shared this with you before, but I'm going to share it with you again because it works for me every time. When I fill out my daily sheet, and I do fill out my daily sheet every day. Wait, let me get a blank one out. I've shared it on What Do I Say, What Do I Do? And if you need me to, I'll send you a personal one. You meaning anyone who's watching right now. Or I'll post it again on What Do I Say, What Do I Do? Which, by the way, does need a new name. Anyway, this is the sheet that I fill out every single day. Every day. I'm not sure you can read it right now, but this is the part that I'm returning to. Okay? Now I take my toughest wants and needs off my plate. I humbly and gratefully delegate their doing to the cosmic spiritual domain. Thank you, universe, in advance. Universe, substitute it with whatever you like. Joe, fate, Jesus, God, I don't care what you put in there, but give away that stuff that's got you totally tied up in knots. Thank you, universe, in advance for taking care of the things for me these things for me, I know I can depend on you. And I do. I give away at least 2 things every day to universe and just say, you know what? I'm not going to be thinking about this one. I'm not going to worry about it. And somehow the minute I take it off my plate, it starts getting handled. Do I have nothing to do with it? Don't be silly. Of course I do. But I get help. Sometimes that help comes from places I least expect it. But help always comes when I ask for it. Yeah. Hang in there, kiddo. Hang in there, kiddo. It's all going to work out. So, yeah, yesterday, exhaustion total. I think it's partly the heat. Oh, and partly that I stayed up partying all night and then got up in the morning, did my morning shtick with you, and then went out and played tennis in the heat for 2 hours and spent the rest of the day totally exhausted. In fact, I did something that I do maybe 2 or 3 times a year if I do it that often, and that is I went to bed and took a nap. Gave myself carte blanche in the bedroom, so to speak. Didn't play any video games, didn't talk on the phone, just laid my head on my pillow and bam, slept for, I don't know, hour and a half. Yeah, it was wonderful. Okay, Stephen, I'm getting it. 61 and thunderstorms in Michigan. You know what? It's like way high humidity here, and right now it's cool. It's not going to stay that way, of course, but for right now, it's kind of cool outside. Yeah, the chickens are enjoying it. Oh, they're so big. I wish you could all come over and see them. And I swear to you, it's so much fun to just hang out and watch the chickens doing their thing. Bob is still not like in the gang with the other 3 chicks. She's still kind of aloof, but I got to tell you, they're not fighting, at least not so far. And now the other chicks are almost as big as Bob, so they can like hold their own with her. And this could work. You know, I'm thinking this could definitely work. So let's see. Oh, today is such an important day to me. I wish I could say that my son would be watching or listening or even watch a replay of this, but it's not his thing. But today I am celebrating 2 very special personal things. One, of course, yeah, Bob. Bob is Roberta. Did I never say that to you before? Yeah. Take us live on Facebook to the chickens. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe tomorrow morning I will do this from the chicken coop. Oh, that'd be such a crack up. I'd be noisy. It might have to be a short day. Yeah. Okay. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to do that. We're going to go live from the chicken coop. In the meantime, I was telling you about why today is special for me personally. Okay. So first of all, happy birthday to my Julie. Julie is my niece, not my niece. She's my cousin's daughter, but her dad is like my little brother. So that makes me her aunt, right? I mean, I've always been Auntie Sandy, not Auntie Grandy Sandy, because Max came way after Julie. Julie comes and visits me from the Chicago area all the time, and you can bet she will be one of the first people I'll be hugging when I get there later this month. Julie, happy birthday. Mwah! I love you, Julie, and I love having just one more reason to celebrate your adorableness. Okay. Yes, that's one thing I celebrate on the 3rd of July. Even if I don't always remember to say happy birthday, I'm always thinking about it. But here's the other thing. This baseball, I'm going to open it up. As glorious as it is, I'm sharing with you. This is the spot where it happened, right here. This is, let's see, 1990, 2000. 10, 20. It's the 31st anniversary of my son Michael's first Grand Slam. Yeah, I know. I'm nuts. I saved the ball, right? I saved the ball. It's the 31st anniversary of Michael David's first Grand Slam. You know, my kid was going to be a famous baseball player. I don't know if I told you that. He was going to make the big leagues. He was a ball player. Yeah, he was good, but he wasn't great. You know what I mean? To me, he was great, but by baseball standards, he was just good. But he was really good. He was always upset with me because he wanted to play football. And I told him, yeah, no kid of mine is playing football, taking a chance of getting broken into a million pieces. No, you can't play football. It's too much of a bang 'em up sport. So he took up baseball and had 3 concussions by being hit with balls. He showed me, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He is just like, some people are like natural athletes. He took after his grandpa on that one. Yeah, he did. Unbelievable. He took after my dad. He could do any sport, but he never wanted to learn how. He just wanted to like jump in and do it. That used to just make my father crazy when he'd try and teach him something. He didn't want to learn. He just wanted to know. Do you know that feeling? Yeah. I don't want to learn how to dance because I can't follow your stupid directions. Not you, but the teacher. I can't follow the directions. So just let me just move, okay? Let me dance like we did in the 60s, like whatever feels good, bam, do that. Yeah. Just leave me alone. Let me do it myself. Anybody else out there? Leave me alone. You don't have to teach me how to do it. I don't want to learn how to play piano. I want to be that guy who just goes up to the piano and starts playing. Is that lazy? I don't know. I mean, there are things that I do naturally. So I'll just do more of those. Okay? You get that? I don't want to have to push it. I'm not afraid to learn new things. It's just, why not just do the things I'm just naturally awesome at? So if somebody tries to teach me something new and I don't catch on right away, yeah, I tend to say, okay, not my thing. Every Sunday could be Sandye and her chicks Facebook Live. Wow. I like that, Stephen. I really do like that. Everybody likes that. Maybe I will. Maybe Sunday will be from the Coop. Sandye in the Coop. Sunday in the Coop. Sunday in the Coop. Just Sunday in the Coop. Bam. Sunday with the chicks. We got a lot of guys signing up for Morning Coffee with Sandye, huh? Sunday with the chicks. I kind of like that. Okay, let's move on. It's Eat Beans Day. Apparently, you're supposed to eat beans like 3 times a week. Really? I mean, I know there's a lot of kinds of beans you can eat, but I saw this picture of all these beans, dry beans, not like string beans, but dry beans before they're cooked. It was so pretty. There were so many different colors and kinds of beans. And yeah, I know. It's not my favorite thing. Yeah. I don't know. Beans 3 times a week. It's Eat a Bean Day. It's National Compliment Your Mirror Day. I didn't even look that up because I decided I wanted it to mean this. Today, every time you walk by a mirror, stop for a second, look at your reflection, and compliment yourself. Find something that you like about yourself every single time you walk by a mirror. Boy, is that going to make your day awesome. Oh, good morning. Oh, I like that smile. Oh, good morning. Look at the way your hair is shining. Good morning. Oh, you don't need hair. Look at that great looking scalp you've got. Oh, good morning. You get the idea, right? Look at all those wonderful wrinkles. You earned those, didn't you? Congratulations. You get the idea? Find a reason to compliment what you see in the mirror. I like that idea. It's Plastic Bag Free Day. Was it Stephen or Indy who sent me that joke the other day? I loved it. Going back in time. Maybe it was, I don't know, but it was a picture of someone taking their paper bags folding them up and throwing them away because it made so much more sense to save a tree and use plastic, right? Remember when plastic bags came out? That was like, save a tree, use plastic. Times have changed. Yes, it's true. Stay out of the Sunday. Well, right now that's an easy thing to do. There isn't much sunshine around, is there? But later on, it's going to be hot again. I told you I sent away and I spent a whole lot of money to get some tanning lotion. Did I tell you that? Okay, it's not, maybe it's a little bit of a vanity thing, but I play tennis every day. So you know what that means. I have shoes and socks on in the sun, so my tan goes from like right above my knee to where my shoe ends or starts. That's my tan. And then I've got these untanned feet. Well, it's not totally untanned because the rest of the day I go around barefoot or in flip-flops, but still there's this like, they used to call it a farmer's tan when guys would wear t-shirts or something, and then they'd take them off and this part of their arm would be white and this part would be tan, right? So that's how my feet were. So I wanted to do something about that. And a friend told me about this really expensive stuff I could get that would work. And guess what? The first time I used it, I thought it turned my feet orange. So I was really upset. But then it settled. And by the second time I used it, I'll show you sometime. I don't feel like sticking my foot in your face right now, but it was worth the money. Yeah, because I'm not looking at my feet. I'm looking at them right now, and you can't really see where my tan ends. Well, my toes are red because I don't paint my toenails, but every couple of months I give them a little red coat. Yeah. Oh, Stephen's been busy in the morning and we've missed you. Yeah, he just shared a baseball joke with us. Any baseball player leads with his head will not last long in baseball, said Yogi Berra. And when you find a fork in the road, take it. Ba-dum-bum. Ginny's glad you're here, Stephen. So am I. We're all glad you're here. You're a great addition to Morning Coffee. Thank you. Welcome back and happy birthday to Tom Cruise. He might be nuts, but he's so adorable. And to my Julie. And it's the anniversary of Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox, was he not like the perfect person to be in that movie? The whole cast was just perfect. They did a great job casting it. The movie was adorable. It's one of the few movies I've seen where I actually enjoyed the sequels as well. A little corn, yes, but Back to the Future, what an awesome idea that was. Speaking of which, I read the book of Ready Player One, and I loved the book. If you get a chance to read the book, I highly recommend it. The show doesn't even come close, the movie, to the book, I don't think, or at least I didn't. But we started watching it last night. We'll watch the rest of it today. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Ready Player One. It takes place like in 2045 or something like that. And it's about jumping into a video game and virtual reality becoming reality. And whoo, flip-flops. Why do they call them flip-flops? Who invented it and why? I did a whole thing on that. I don't know if that's coming up soon or if I already did it and you missed it. I think I already did it and you missed it. I'll have to go back and tell you because I looked up the same thing. It was flip-flop day. I know I already did that. I looked it up, and yes, it's partly because of the sound that it makes when it hits the ground, but it started with an ancient Chinese tradition or something like that. I'll look it up. Flip-flops, sandals. Google it, baby. Yeah. Okay. This was also the anniversary in 1976 of, do you remember that horrible thing where at the Olympics, a bunch of Israeli athletes were kidnapped? Yeah, in Entebbe. They did a movie, The Raid on Entebbe. Yep, this is the day that the Israeli commandos captured the hostages in Uganda. Bam. This was also the day, sad day for a couple of different reasons. First of all, this is the day in 1969 that Brian Jones, who was part of the Rolling Stones, was fired from the Rolling Stones, and a couple of weeks later, they found him floating in his pool. I'm going to guess they're calling it suicide because that's the way it was written. But it was also sad because on that same day, 2 years later, that's all, just 2 years later, Jim Morrison of The Doors died in Paris. I think it was like a heart attack or something. He wasn't very old. He was only 27. But his grave in Paris, I went to visit it. Not because I was like such a huge fan, although I must say I was a big Doors fan. His grave, it's not a real fancy headstone. It's just kind of a headstone, but covered with flowers and tributes of every kind you can imagine. Notes and flowers and little knick-knacky things and musical memorabilia all over the place. And then people started this thing where they would put on a tree that's near his grave, near his burial spot, they put their gum on this tree. I mean, this tree is just like filled with gum. And it was kind of started as a way to say up yours to rules and regulations, as Jim Morrison probably would have said or done, as a way to push back on authority. Thinking of You and The Doors. What amazing music. Yeah. No, I mean, that was the 60s, The Doors. Yeah. Right up there for me with the Beatles. And I really liked The Doors. I did. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Stephen. There was one casualty at Entebbe. Netanyahu's brother was the only commando killed in the raid. I didn't know that. I do remember sitting out, just wow. Like the movie was good, but living through the real thing was constantly wondering what was going to happen. Yeah. Okay, in 1608, Champlain founded Quebec, or Quebec, as the Canadians say it. And I thought that was, it was the first European base in Canada. And honestly, it seems when you're there like you're in France, not like you're in Canada. I have friends from there, but I've also visited there, and to me, it was like being in France. It was pretty awesome. But what was interesting to me was what is Canada Day, which was like what, yesterday or the day before, like their 4th of July, which we have coming up tomorrow. Yeah, in Quebec, Canada Day is called Moving Day. I didn't know that. It's called Moving Day, and it's like the day when most leases are set to expire. So it's the day, it's like the beginning of everything of the year. It's not like New Year's, it's Moving Day. It's Happy Quebec Day. Okay, let's move it. Let's go to today's What Do I Say? What Do I Do? Word Art by Sandye. This is a big one for me. I think I just need to talk about it for a minute. This is a big one because if you're like me, you've got pages and pages of to-do lists. I love to-do lists because you get to cross stuff off. We've talked about that. I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do the other thing. But we neglect to make lists of to have and coming soon, lists of to be. So you make a list of what you need to do, but what do you need to have in order to function as a fabulous human being that you are? How do you do that? So you make up a to have list, and I'm inviting you to do that. I started it, I'm going to add to it, I'm sure. But so far on my to have list, I want to have outrageous love. Like I want to give it and I want to get it, right? I want to have it. I want to have insane courage. I want to be that guy who everyone says, wow, she's brave. I want to own that courage, that kind of, I can do this courage. I want wild determination. Wild determination, that's how you get things done. I want inspiration that leads to determination and then commitment. Yeah. I want bubbling faith. Yeah. I want my faith in life to be so strong that it bubbles over with joy and bravery and all those good things. And I want to have, along with that insane courage, I want to have embarrassing bravery. I want to be, oh, here I go on my beat to be list. I want to have the kind of bravery that comes from the inside out. I want to have that. So when I do my to-do list, I can do anything on my list. Yeah. Okay, so what have we got here? I want to have, I'm just going to read some of the things off the side here. Peace and serenity. Wouldn't that be nice? I want to have peace and serenity. Try that one on. I want to have motivation. A lot of F words in this one. Faith, family, and friends. What's on your to have list? And by the way, my to-do list changes all the time. My to-do list is an end in itself. My to have list, it's an ongoing thing. Yeah. My road doesn't end. It's a journey. My to have list can just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Yeah. Yours too. Okay, I invite you to work on your to have list. What do you want to have? Get it. You got it. You know that, right? You know you can have it as soon as you say you want it. Yeah, that's it. Declare it. Make it so. Woo! Be powerful today. Yes. Go out there and make this Saturday yours. Own this puppy. And, okay, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to set this up. I'll get some help from Indy, I'm sure. But tomorrow morning, yeah, baby. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning because it's happening from the Coop. Yep. Sunday with the chicks. Bam. I'll see you there. In the meantime, have a sip. And a Saturday smile from Sandye. See you on Sunday. Yay. I'm going to make it happen, Ginny. I promise you. I promise you I'm going to make it happen. Bye.